Brought to you by GTA, your island, your network.
It was a date that will live in infamy, the fateful words of President Franklin Roosevelt. But for Guam, what began on December 8, 1941 would stretch out for another 2.5 years. Author Ralph Stoney Bates, a retired Marine major, first heard the tales of Chamorro heroism during the Japanese occupation while writing his first book of short stories of Marines. His former boss in the Marines and good friend Adolph Scambaluri contributed a tale about his father Adolfo's exploits during the war. Stoney was fascinated and came to Guam in 2014 intending to write more about it. But that's when he learned of many other stories of how the Chamorros endured the often brutal rule.
And yet these people, I use the term, thumb their noses at their Japanese occupiers without the Japanese occupiers realizing it. That's guts. That's boldness. That's audacity.
Inspired, he put together his new book of Chamorro wartime heroes. He called it An American Shame, the abandonment of an entire American population. Look closely at the cover, you will see an inverted American flag. Stoney says it's the universal signal for distress and his way of protesting America's wartime decision not to defend Guam.
We were rushing soldiers and Marines to defend the Philippines, and we were rushing sailors, soldiers, and Marines to defend Wake Island and Hawaii. We did nothing for Guam.
The Japanese World War II occupation remains the first and only time an enemy has occupied American soil. Stoney hopes his book helps the American public understand why Guam deserves better.
Why not have representation in our territories? Why not have the ability of citizens who live here vote for the president and the vice president? Why not?
Stoney will be on Guam through the end of the month. His book is available through the office of Frank Bloss and Associates in Barrigada. For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
Brought to you by GTA, your island, your network.